Yes, greetings family, this is Bomani Tayamba. I'm here with my good brother Kofi Bruce.
What's up?
Yes family, our brother came to Ghana with us in 2012 and 2014 and we're here to reminisce about the good old days. And unfortunately family, there's certain things we're so into secrecy and we can't tell you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially things that went on in the nighttime. Right. But nevertheless, what we're going to talk to you about is about when you first realized that you're going to go to Ghana with us and you found the right company to go with. How did you feel?
It was great. Actually, I was excited to get back to Africa once again, but I didn't put too many expectations in my head because I didn't really have any sources, just like your videos. That's actually what attracted me to come with you. I don't even know how I came across them. I know I wanted to go to Africa again, and I chose Ghana, and I think I just typed in Ghana, and then one of your videos popped up.
Perfect. And now take me back to what country you went to before you went to Ghana.
Oh, I had been to Liberia.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, and Egypt.
So Ghana was your number three
that was the third time that I had been back to Africa. So after Egypt, I was like, I want to come back again. And I don't know why. I guess Ghana just called me. I didn't really know too much about Ghana at that time. I really knew nothing.
So how did you learn more about Ghana before you connected with myself and what we were doing?
Oh, through videos. When I typed in Ghana tours.
You saw a lot of our videos, the Africa for the Africans videos?
Right. So I just looked through all of them and I saw the actual experience that people was actually getting. It was no huff, no puff, it was like, okay, this looks authentic. So, that's why I made that choice.
And you saw people look just like you.
Oh, yeah, everywhere. Everywhere.
In the country and on the tour group.
Yeah, everywhere. It was lovely. Very excited. Never forget it.
All right, perfect. And now, you made that decision. You and I did business and we went through conference call and we went through all the details. And then you're there in Ghana, right there with a group of people from different parts of the U.S. and we're connecting and we're ready to make our way around the country. Now, the first few days you were in Ghana when we were in Accra, what are some of the things that stood out that just made you feel like you're home?
Oh, from the first time when we walked out the airport. But then it was actually, I think, when we got to the first hotel and we had dinner that night.
I'll call it a Michelin.
Yeah, so it was like my first authentic on the ground African meal.
You're like, wow, I'm in Africa.
Right.
All right.
Other than what I was eating when I was in Egypt. So this was like my first,
Yeah, we got a different kind of food. We don't have Arab food.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So then as soon as I started eating it, it just felt like home.
Yeah, tropical.
Right. You could taste the, how it was cooked, how it was prepared. You could taste every seasoning, everything in it. You could taste Africa in the meal. So it just was like a welcoming feeling. It was like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's how it was for me.
And now the first few days we was in Ghana, one of the parts of Ghana we were in Accra, we're in the city. So we went to Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Right.
How was that experience for you? Both times.
Oh, both times were different. You learn something different each time you go. You try and see what you didn't see the first time. So the first time it was just more of a discovery. I really didn't know too much in detail about that memorial or anything. So just actually being there and seeing the statues and seeing his actual gravesite and everything, it was very, very good.
Did you hear about or know about Kwame Nkrumah before you went to Ghana?
Yeah, I knew about him, but not in depth. So, I had heard of him, try to do low research on him, but it wasn't a lot.
Yeah, yeah, that park is incredible. All heroes like Kwame Nkrumah should have a park dedicated to him like that.
Right.
What about the second time?
Oh, the second time, you kind of think you have in mind what you're going to expect, but then you have a whole different experience the second time. So it's like something new. So, I enjoyed myself the second time.
And then also went to some other sites. we did George Padmore Library and W.E.B. Du Bois Memorial or Pan African Center. So, what was that experience? Knowing that that's a brother from the African diaspora, mainly America, dedicated the last few years of his life. Even though we've seen previous years the conflict with Marcus Garvey and him just being on some
right,
some sellout type stuff. To be real, he got his redemption in Africa. But So what was that experience in those two?
It was great. Like every stop that we made, and I learned something new. That's what made it like wonderful. Even at the W.E.B. Du Bois Center, been there twice. So, and each time I guess I discovered like a different part of the room and just learned one more extra thing about them and what was actually going on. So it's nothing like experiencing things for yourself. Because everybody's intellect is different, so we learn things in different ways and at different levels. So for me, everything just worked out good.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So family, those are the Pan-African sites on the city tour when we get to Ghana.
Right.
Now, while there in the city, another place we went to was the art center. You weren't there shopping like some people. Some people were shopping.
Right.
So we had to like add extra time. But while we were doing that, what we did, you and I went to the back, and we met my brothers that had the drums.
Right.
And we were getting busy with the drums, and that was like a good experience. We shot some good videos with that. That was nice. And then
that was a great cultural experience.
Within like 3 minutes, it was like about 30 or 40 people right around us.
Right. The first and the second time. And I remember the second time, those when the little school kids came out.
That's unbelievable. We did 2 back-to-back incredible drumming videos.
Right.
So the art center represents a place in Accra and also Kumasi. It's also called a culture center where you can buy arts and crafts. So that's one of the things we love about Ghana. You have all the incredible crafts, arts right there. So that was like the main part of the city tour. Then later on we did Repatriation Investment Conference, which is the title of the operation, Repatriation Investment, because we want to get you interested, family, into want to live, do business in Ghana and other parts of Africa, but we feel it's best we give you the proper connection. I myself, I've been to Ghana 13 times.
Wow.
I've stayed here the longest, 6 weeks, so I'm definitely not a professional living in the country. So what I have is my brothers and sisters that have lived there for several years, all the way up to 20, 30 years.
Right.
They have business, they have house, and they're there to present details as clear as possible. And then Ghanaian business people talking about land, investment, talking about business, bank accounts, and many other things that's relevant to us living and doing business in the country.
Right.
So that's a part of all of our tour package there to Ghana every May. And now let's take it back to your experience on this, the 2 business conference. What were some of the things that you got out of the conference as far as this information that you just never heard about?
Oh, okay. The first conference, it was like multi speakers that came up, so I learned like a lot of different things about how to do business in Africa, how to grow product in Africa, to medicinal herbs. Yeah, the conference was wonderful the first time, but the second time, I guess I must confess, I didn't get to that conference. For a reason that I was actually shooting a music video.
Oh, excellent, awesome.
Right, off the tour, on my own. And that's one of the wonderful things about going on a tour, is that you can form your own separate relationships. It's just up to you. So I wound up shooting a music video all day that day of the second time I went.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was some good work, because that's one of the things our family want when you get to Ghana. You engage with our brothers and sisters to the different things that's going on right there in Ghana, to where you can just where you can just connect to so many different things. So many different people have different experience.
Right.
My brother Kofi Bruce, that's one of his experience doing that music video.
Never forget that.
And there's us just partying doing nightlife, which we can't tell you because we're so in secrecy. Yes, that was excellent, man. Ghana's always good. That's beautiful. So that's Accra. We also go up to the mountains. We have an orphanage slash school we go to. We donate school supplies and financial donation, and that's one of 3 to 4 schools, and that's the least we can do. And also just giving you a real feel of just the being up in the mountains and just the elevation and everything. So, and then the other part that we add on to our Accra tour is we're going to an incredible neighborhood called Prom Prom. So for the first time we're going to be going there on a tour in May. Before I usually go there when when I stay back after the tour in previous years, and it's a community of brothers and sisters from the African diaspora, and they are doing incredible things. They're just living a nice, unique life to where we just want to show you that you can be in the African continent and just be in an incredible neighborhood and connect with like-minded brothers and sisters that are doing wonderful things. But it also connects to the part of where we're going to take you to, which is our main highlight, which is Techiman in the Brong-Ahafo region. Family, you're looking like 7 hours up into the center of Ghana. Trust me, the FBI, CIA, and all those other IAAA or BCs and other letters are not going to find you. Not saying that you need to be running from anybody, but I'm just showing you to where that we're stepping outside the box of investments and business and taking you to routes of, where you normally don't go on Ghana tours. And, because, in the southern part of the country, we just talk about Accra. It's so much more things in Accra that we can talk about. And then, we have Cape Coast, Elmina, we have Kumasi. But Techiman and the Brong-Ahafo region represent the location where we're looking to build many different African diaspora communities to where we can be off the grid completely, like off the grid, to where we can invest in our own self-sufficient and self-reliance.
Right.
And also we have a community that's already in place called Benu Village. And our sister Nunet does a great job just educating us on how things are to move around the area. Because what we don't want a bunch of crazy people there. I'm just being serious with you. You know what I mean? We just want people there that are about the business of repatriation and nation building. It's a very quiet area. It's a small town, and we want it to be a real small town, real quiet, to where we can focus as a people and do the things we need to do. We don't need no loudmouth, crazy ass black folks from the African diaspora, coming there, just thinking that they're just gonna be the big mouth of the town. Right. If you want to go do that, you can compete with other loudmouths down in Accra. But what we're building is something that's very spiritual and something very communal and with the highest level of culture, to where we can run our operations and be able to focus on how we can assist brothers and sisters from the African diaspora on how to be a part of the future of Ghana there in the country and get more involved with sustainable development and also organic farming. So it's very agricultural based. And one of the things that we're definitely looking for is just investors who are open for us to build a straight black enterprise, like black movie theaters, and also the incredible black theme park, owned and operated by brothers and sisters and employing brothers and sisters, straight African nation building. You know what I'm saying? And so it's open. So anyone that see are open and they just want to go on the line and see Techiman, the Brong-Ahafo region in the center of Ghana, you can like, yeah, exactly. It's a small town. There's not much out there. That's the point. The point is, I live here in outside of Atlanta, and when I step outside, you know what I see? I see everything that's built by other people. Right. Especially when I go to stores and in the supermarkets and this and that. And when you look at the ground, we have to take it back to where we begin to people who are gonna invest in us building everything. The ground you walk on, even revolutionize where you clean the air that you breathe. Right. Yeah. And every single thing we drive, we touch, we move with are built by us as African people from Africa continent or the African diaspora. So
Right.
it's serious. So this tour does introduce you into the future of what we can do. And that, so when we in Techumon, the Bronghafa region, some of the things that we're looking to do, because you didn't get to go to this region,
Right.
The Kintampo waterfalls,
Mm-hmm.
the Monkey Sanctuary,
Right.
looking to go to Permaculture Institute,
Mm-hmm.
and we're looking to hang out at Lakina City Hotel, where there should be finished soon, to where we where we do the pool parties, we do the nightclub, and we do the stage of performance.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna step it up a little bit, and we're up there for 3 days, so that's the difference in our itinerary. Then we go to Kumasi, 2 days. Kumasi, you've been out there when we shoot pool at Vienna City, and then we go to all the craft villages. And, have you done a lot of shopping at the different villages? Bunware.
Oh yeah.
And Tanso, you got your Adinku stamp cloth, and then
Right.
we go to the culture center. So you just basically make sure you just stack the cash up, and then you just convert it to CDs, and then you just spend. CDs is that local currency. So for $100 you're looking at getting about 430 CDs. Bring the bigger bills, 50s and $100, so you can get a better exchange rate.
Right.
So. But Kumasi was incredible. And
Yeah.
Kumasi is just also just like the cultural capital of there in Ghana.
Right.
The Shanti King.
All the statues and
more
carvings.
powerful than the
and-
president. That's
oh,
how
yeah.
that's how cultural that area is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I love about Africa, the different balance. You don't have like somebody like that devil bastard number 45.
No comment.
Running shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like nobody can control this bastard. Unbelievable. But once we finish in Kumasi, we usually take our peak down to what we call the beginning of the ancestor days. We're gonna go to, or you've been to Asin Manso, and that's right there in the central region in Ghana. That's the same region where you have Cape Coast and Elmina Dungeon. That's like 45 minutes before you get south to the right there on the main road going to Cape Coast, there in Ghana. So Asin Manso begins that field of our ancestors being marched down
Right.
from the northern region, and then being washed up, taking their last bath, and being cleaned up to be auctioned off to either Elmina or Cape Coast or whatever other dungeons that were there at that time, in the as early as 15 to 1600. So you talk about a few hundred years ago. So we take you back to that location, and it's not to this. It's beginning that birth of emotion, but it's us taking you back to the crime scene.
Right.
And I'm one of the advocates that say, I'll go as far as saying, don't knock down any Confederate statues. Keep that shit up, because I'm like one of those FBI detectives, or FBI agents, or detectives that just be like, don't fuck with my crime scene.
Right.
Don't disturb my crime scene.
Right.
Please leave my crime scene alone.
Right.
And to me, Elmina, Cape Coast, Holocaust Dungeon, those are all crime scenes.
Right.
So if you or anybody to say, let's blow it up, let's get rid of it, then I can't show my child, we can't show our children what these evil, wicked white devils have done to our people, and what they'll continue to do in other forms if we don't educate ourselves. And those are means that where we should build our education. Like, when you doing Black History Month, we just passed Black History Month, it's like, if I go talk to a child, did they tell you about Elmina and Cape Coast Holocaust Dungeons?
Right.
Did they talk to you about it? They're going to say, what the hell is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I would say, like, wow, that's a shame, because that's a great part of your history. It's one of the unfortunate parts of where many stolen Africans were held as captives, as stolen Africans, before they were transported on these vessels owned by white devils and funded by other white devils, and our people are transported across the entire Americas. You're talking about from a complete 16 to 1900, over 300 years of this moving back and forth, to where, you're looking at a transatlantic European slave trade that devastated the African continent. But why is that not important to be taught?
Right.
So when we do the Journey of a Lifetime, we take you back in time to the history.
Right.
And it's not to make you feel shaken up or anything. It's to connect you with proper education and proper documentation of what happened to our ancestors. So, and also, for you to also be educated to where you don't go around talking about, so point your finger at every African that's born on the continent that you sold me into slavery,
Right.
I mean, let's wake up and not be so immature. It's an unfortunate situation, because me and Kofi could have been right in the African continent, brothers and sisters, and me and you walking, and we walking with our two ladies, and then the slave traders come,
Right.
or our own brothers and sisters who were forced to capture us,
Right.
and you and your queen got away, and me and my queen got enslaved.
Right.
And it's just that simple. We're separated.
Right.
We're brothers and sisters.
Just
Why
gone.
should I come back and be pissed off at you? Why
Right.
should I be mad at you?
Right.
It's a situation we both had to run.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I got caught. My brother didn't get caught.
And it go both
And then
ways
time has
too.
gone
I
back.
shouldn't be mad at you for getting caught.
Yeah, and you know, we can go beyond that analysis, and you know, but we're just saying, you know, that when we do the journey of a lifetime, we don't need those ignorant attitude or mentality. You know what I mean? But we do need people to be educated and think about the future. We do need to understand that this is a situation that devastated us across the globe.
Right.
So what we have to really focus on and working together to build a future, an African continent, to where this will never happen again. Never should we ever trust our slave traders, and never should we ever trust our oppressors again. You know what I mean? Because these are the things that they conjure up in their clever minds. So part of the journey is really connect you back to the ancestral spirit,
Right.
based on that, and also take you to the Cape Coast Holocaust and or Elmina Holocaust dungeons, so you can be connected back to what happened to your ancestors. Light candles, meditate, focus on what really happened. And you know, we're gonna connect back there at One Africa Resort, and we're gonna just kind of just focus on and just really just understand our, you know, what we need to do as a people, because these are just not just, you know, you just go to a session where you just yeah, I learned about what happened to my ancestors, and you're back to America on the plantation. Now,
Right.
you know, now you're ordained as a warrior to go
Right.
back and like, you know, like the great Harriet Tubman, which is one of the greatest person in the history of black people.
Right.
You know,
For sure.
you know, a warrior queen,
For
just
sure.
like Queen Nzinga, just like, you know, Nana Asantewa. You know what I mean? Two of the greatest warriors
Right.
of all time.
Right. Right.
You know, that's the real Black Panthers
Not
right
just,
there.
not just for women, like just period.
Yeah, period. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about women. I'm saying
Yeah,
period.
period.
So you know what I'm saying, family.
But
We have
many men
we have great warriors that we can look at, and you know, and we just
as living, breathing examples.
embrace that. As a matter of fact, Nana Asantewa, that's one of the statues, and one of the best videos we have right there on our YouTube channel, where, you know, she have a statue dedicated to her in Ejitsu, which is right by Kumasi in the Ashanti region in Ghana, and warrior queen.
Right.
You
With
know,
her rifle in her
you know,
hand.
we have a lot of wonderful, incredible people that we will never see movies made about. You know?
Right.
Unfortunately, you know what I mean, not
Right.
everybody have the kind of interest where they'll make a movie
But
about Black Panther.
that's-
But this is our real history. That's what we have to educate ourselves.
Right, that's our problem. Is we waiting for someone else to make a movie about us instead of us.
And you see what they did?
Right.
They got you a fictional nation.
Right,
Exception. Now we talking about a real nation there.
Right.
The Ashanti Kingdom.
right.
Now people like, well, money, why you bigging up the Ashanti Kingdom? They sold your people into slavery. And I was like, man, there we go again. There we go again. It's like you can't win these. I refuse to buy into many things, family. Unfortunately,
I mean,
I've been around these white devils.
Yeah,
I think
that's that.
since
that
I was about
conversation.
18 in the Navy and worked with them in the airlines, and trust me, these people are fucking wicked.
Mhm.
And it's hard for me to even say certain things that went down because it's business as usual, unfortunately. But these people are wicked, and we can't trust them. I'm not saying that, not like, you know, I'm gonna reach out to my good white folks and say not all white folks are bad. I'm gonna do one of the Wakanda part where, you know, they had a CIA agent. They saved his life because, you know, bless, he saved his sister's life by so-called jumping in front of a bullet. But nevertheless, you know, we're gonna give them, you know, we're gonna, you know, give you a few percentage of white points where we're not gonna say like 100% all white people are bad or evil. You know what I'm saying?
For the majority of us that say that, not all are not evil and not all of them not bad, is because we judging that white person based on us, because we not bad. We only say they not bad because we not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't accept the evil that they have done and continue to do, but we accept this one person helped out and did this or this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't accept the totality of it. And that's why we stuck in a rut right now. That's just, you know, this is how I see things right now, because not all pit bulls are bad either, but you will approach a pit bull with one hand differently than you would approach a chihuahua.
Absolutely,
And
right?
the chihuahua gonna bite your hand off. But just based on your perception, what you know about that pit bull, you gonna be cautious. the same thing goes with them. We know them, so we should be cautious.
Absolutely, family. Yeah. Absolutely, family.
That's all.
So that's what we're doing, family. We are reconnecting you to a wonderful experience in the motherland.
Right.
We're also letting you know that it's an experience that deal with business, investment, nightlife, shopping, networking.
Fun.
And you're gonna just
you learn,
also connect with some painful history, but it's what it is. We gotta bring you through it. So we're gonna take you to those Holocaust dungeons and everything. Only thing I'm warning you is, family, please do not try to choke, knock out, or kick or throw any white person over any bridge or anything. It may be tempting, but that's not what we want to inspire our children and younger generation to do, to incite violence and hatred, because that's not what, what you choose to do is your business. I can't knock that. Just like, I was telling people about South Africa, like, we don't condone that white folks are getting massacred in certain numbers and things, but we do understand the situation that it's called karma. You reap what you sow. So
right.
You can't control what someone reaped, right? If someone go plant 1 million mango seeds and they got paid and rich, you can't control that. It's like if someone go and wiped out a nation and groups of people and this shit come back and haunt them a few hundred years ago, you have no control of that. It's nothing you can do about that, And so we're gonna push our angle, family. Africa for the Africans, tours and investment is a way we want to connect you to the African continent. One day experience an incredible time in Africa, and we definitely recommend that you stay longer, because we have so many people that have moved there from traveling with us, and you can connect with them and say, hey, I was on the Tour Bomani just like yourself, and you're living there and enjoying Ghana.
Right.
Let me hang out and stay with you and teach me the ropes.
Right.
And a lot of our people.
Let me say something. That was one thing about when I went on the 2012 tour. The guy that was and my roommate, when I went back in 2014, I ran into him again, but he was living there.
That's incredible.
Right, he had just moved there less than 2 years later. So he really found something good over there.
That's incredible right there. That's that's it, man. That is an incredible experience.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what you're gonna find when you go. So I actually know several people that actually moved over there now. So
yeah, we're starting to become where we just know so much more people there living in Ghana and just are looking to move to the African continent. And so and then when we do get over, we just have to work together, build force, build energy, and
right.
Just make it happen. Watch and look out for each other and keep ourselves away from the corrupt Ghanaians. Just like I always tell folks to keep away from the corrupt Negroes in America, or different names you want to call them. The same thing when we go to another country or anywhere else. We always have to work on finding the best of our people to work with, because unfortunately you have always a percentage of our people that are evil, wicked, nasty, and sometimes even worse than the white devil and the oppressors, and they're there by whatever force to destroy what we're doing as a people, and we just gotta avoid them and keep away from them. And unfortunately sometimes there's nothing we can do about it. We just gotta keep away from them. And if it was up to some of us, when we find them, we just tie them to a tree and just execute their punk ass.
Hey.
Because we don't want corruption. It's kind of like having that bad apple in that in that bag. We want that stuff to spread. So when we do have people who want to live and do business in Africa, repatriate, we want the best of our people to come there. The rest of you folks, I would recommend that you stay in America and try to figure something out. As a matter of fact, when a ship goes down, let's make sure none of these devils jump off the ship. Let's keep them down in the ship with you. Is that bad to say?
Hey.
So, family, for a wonderful experience to Ghana, and this is a Pan-African journey. So, we're only looking for people who are Pan-African to join us, so people basically look like the people you're looking at on the screen and the people that you see in all other videos. And the website is africafortheafricans.org, and Africa for the Africans really mean that every single thing in Africa should be owned by the African native people, period. So it's a statement that Marcus Garvey made and laid out, Africa for the Africans, for those of home and abroad, and it's a statement and a work that he have done. And even though he never made it to the African continent, it inspired us to see that that's the best vision, that the vision of other people as far as the integration is not it. Because look what integration has brought us to. Dr. King, I've told you that integration has brought us into a burning fire. Emily. So it's race first. Africa for the Africans represent this energy. The fire in honor of Marcus Magaya Garvey. Yes, family. Marcus Messiah Garvey. Yeah? Race first to the highest level. And we push this for you to get back into the books and get you studying learn about one of the greatest Pan-Africanists that ever was around. You know what I mean? And other Pan-Africanists I could add into this is yes, Mr. President, his first president.
And then get that good look.
Kwame Nkrumah. You know, this book is signed by his daughter. Absolutely, and as a matter of fact, I'm never gonna even tell you. I'm gonna show you the signature. You know? Much love to my sister.
You see that?
Yeah, my sister Nkrumah. Yeah, and we signed this right at our house.
You see that?
Can you pronounce her first name? That's Sewa Nkrumah. That's Kwame Nkrumah's daughter. So
she was the one that ran for president, right?
Yeah, she was doing her thing. She was, it's politics is rough, but yeah, she was doing her thing. So that's some of the links to link with you, family. But that's what it's about. It's about, like, this was some of the conscious energy that we got from back in the days. Black power. This is Dr. Amos Wilson, one of the greatest psychologists of our times. Yeah?
Oh yeah, Dr. Amos Wilson.
Yeah, there's some incredible chapters in this book to where we use it to study to build certain elements of things, and I'm even show you some of our highlights. Yeah. But everything now that we live in an online world, so you can
everybody
look everything
need
online.
to own this book right here.
Yeah, it's like
for today's
the
time.
Black Power Diary, Black Power Dictionary, Black Power Bible,
book,
Black Power
look
reference.
At the lectures, he got lectures out. Check it out. Seriously.
Yeah, but what I definitely gotta do is, family, it gets you on a journey of a lifetime to the motherland, to Ghana. That's it right there. And then flip in the back. Yeah, some of the other wonderful countries we got going on other than Ghana is, Brazil, Ethiopia, Tanzania, South Africa, Zambia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and more. So once you go to the website africafortheafricans.org, you'll be able to link and connect and join the journey.
Zimbabwe.
And just like we got our brother Kofi Bruce ready for the journey of a lifetime with helping with the visa information and preparation, what to bring, what to carry, what to pack, what to organize. He was good.
Right.
And, for guys, we always tell you to be prepared for the incredible journey of a lifetime. And some of these conversations, we'd have to talk one-on-one,
Right.
Because this YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so I think we have to edit out one or two words and make it, because this is for the black family.
The black family.
So when you're looking to come to Ghana, where I've had the youngest has been, including my child, 2 years old, and the oldest has been 82 years old. That's an 80-year gap. So we want to let you know we represent as the black family, and we're not representing as just this not a one of those women getaway or one of those men getaway. This is really for the black family. This is for man, woman, and child.
It's a learning experience,
which is that trinity we talk about.
It's a growth experience,
and what we also explain to people as what a relationship and what a family is.
Right.
We live in a country, a crazy, strange country where they had some crazy stuff going on, but when we come on our journey, that's what we push. Black, African, family, man, woman, and child, the Trinity. That's the only thing we push, nothing else. So we are expecting everyone to come and carry themselves as respectable cultural professionals and things, and we did provide an environment. Anything you want to close out on, my brother, before we say the journey continues to our people?
Yeah, the journey continues. You get a chance, hit up the website. Seriously, just hit it up. if you've never been to Africa, you know, you want to go check it out on a good quality tour where you actually get to experience Africa in truth and reality. Africa for the Africans is the way to go. Just go to the website, look it up, dial in, hit Bomani up, and you'll be on your way. And just travel with an open mind. You know, if it's your first time going, just, you know, throw away all the negativity that you're going to tell yourself that you learned about how bad it is. And just say, I'm going to go experience this for what it is, what it was, and what it could be. And you'll have a great time.
Yeah, perfect. Cause we have a lot of videos of footage in the country.
Right.
And then also, when you decide to go out at nighttime, you're with me and my crew and everything, so you're good to go. So, you know, by you've seen what we have done before, you're able to just say, this look good. So, you know, we are not just going to tell you to come to Africa. We're providing a certain type of Africa with you, you know,
right.
A certain specific environment that's dedicated to brothers and sisters in the African diaspora.
Right.
So basically my point is the tour is catered to your comfort and excitement and for you to be good. And then, you know, we do the greatest level of customer service and business administration. So everything that works as far as emails and things that you need to send or call or communicate or things that need to be accessible and get to you, we take care of that. You know? Even your greatest white company is not as organized as us.
No, not at all.
Yes, brother, man. Yes, because that's what some people have that mindset.
The actual true experience, you know, for what you're going over there for. You know what I'm saying? You know, you hit it the nail on the head.
Yeah, some people act like, you know, just because it's white, it's right.
No.
You know?
Just because it's white, it's all about money. So...
No, we do it to the highest level.
They'll tell you what's supposed to be right, then they'll charge you that amount so you can think that is right. They set the standard.
Yeah, so we have your best interest. We have your back, and, you know, we want to get you to connected to the African continent properly to where we can really build strong together as a unique force of people. So family, once again, this is Bomani Time. I'm with my good brother Kofi Bruce, who's been to Ghana with me twice. October 2012 and 2014.
2 times.
And, you know, he basically looked at it as the journey got better.
Yeah.
And
it's
he
gonna get
got
better
more
third
open
time.
and open and open. And we look to connect you with many parts of the African world. Especially look to see you here coming up to Ethiopia and Tanzania November 2018. And then South Africa, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, and Botswana in November of 2019. So family, once again, it's Bomani Time. We're live on Revolutionary Camp.
Let me
here
say
in
one
Atlanta.
thing, what he just said though. Y'all hear what he said? He said Tanzania, South Africa, Zambia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, all in one tour.
Yeah, the 4 Southern African countries.
Right. You can't beat that right there. Y'all need to really look deep into going on that one. And you got a little time to save up and get your chips together and change your life forever.
Yeah, if you don't think that we can pull that one off, when you look at the flow of the itinerary, you see how we got to organize this based on my experience of traveling to 6 continents, over 30 plus countries, and being on the African continent, 9 different countries, and 13 alone journeys to Ghana, and then over 20 something journeys altogether.
Right.
So we're going to keep it strong and get you connected properly, and keep in touch, family.
Yep.
The journey continues.
Salute.